Hi everyone. So today Nifty broke the high that we were trailing on the downside, 24,982. It broke beyond it. So the view that this is WXY is not really invalidated because this still could be a three wave X, so X could actually go here. But for now, we need to be cautious because this is a strong move and it is getting closer to this high, which is 25,222, just nearly 110 points away from it. So if we break above this next week, that would likely establish that we are starting wave 3, which we have been waiting for. I will go into the details of wave 3, how large it could be and everything, but for now, let's understand the scenarios. So the first scenario is obviously we break above this, and then that would be the bullish scenario, and it could keep going up. How much further up, that we will see. But as of now, this remains the three wave, so ABC. So and as long as it stays below this, this could still turn out to be W, X, and then Y down, right? So that risk still remains till this is not taken out. So we should not really get bullish till we have broken above this, and idea is to wait till this is clearly taken out to kind of look for any bullish opportunities, right? So with that, let's move to daily chart, so because that will be more clear with less clutter of counts. So now this is our original view that this was the correction where it ended in April, and from there we saw this 5-wave rise, which we are calling this is wave 1 or wave A. Then we had a 3-wave correction ABC in 2 and B, and then we got this impulse up, which was 1, right? So now this is one of 3C. So basically this is 1, then there will be 2, there will be this 3, then 4, and then 5, which will complete this 3 or wave C. Why 3 or C? Because it could be a 3-wave move, because it could be a zigzag, right? We don't know at this stage. We know that this is an impulse, so this is wave 1 or wave A, because both could be impulse. Then we have this correction in wave 2 or B, and then we are again seeing this impulse, right, which is subdividing. So this is 1, then this will be something, this whole thing could be 2, then 3, 4, 5, right? And in hourly, we can see that within this 3 also we could have subdivisions, like this is 1, 2, this thing be 3, 4, and 5. So far it's looking like that. So let me go back and quickly remove, so because this level does not matter anymore, and this X could be anywhere, for example, as long as the price stays below this, right? So let me go back to daily now. Yeah, so now you can see more clearly that this is 1, this could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of this 3, then 4 and 5, which will complete this 3, right? So now how large this move could be if we breach this level 25,222.4. So let's first see the overall size of this wave 1 or A, and this was a retracement. So equality for this 3 comes at 26,781. So basically what we are saying, this 3C, this is what, this level, roughly around this level. So we can adjust it a bit, something like this. So this 3C, if it is equal to wave 1 or A, then it would be 26,781 would be a potential target for this, right? Now, if we want to track it on a much smaller level, like on a smaller time frame, not this whole thing from April. So this was wave 1, then this was wave 2, then we can measure the size of wave 1, and then we can see if this was the low of 2 ended here and this is 3 is starting, then the equality comes at 25,511. So this 3 would be somewhere here, and if it is extending to 1.6%, because this will be 3 of 3 and wave 3 of 3, more often than not they will be kind of huge, significant. So that's a definite possibility, and with that possibility, that gives us a level of 26,152, right? So that will be for this 3, right? And within that we will have these subdivisions and all those things. So that is a bullish scenario if this 25,222.4 is breached convincingly on the upside. So but if that doesn't happen, right? So let's say during the weekend we get something, negative news, something like, war intensifies, or like some new tariff news comes, or something comes from China, who knows. So something happens and the market starts falling from here, right? So in that case, what happens? So that would essentially mean that this WXY is still in play, and despite this strong move on the upside, this would become likely 3 wave, and for that we have to watch out for this level. Let me highlight this level. So because if price falls from here to this level, then this would become a 3 wave rise, right? It could become like, there is always a possibility. You might argue that why even after, despite this level breach, this could still become a leading diagonal. Yes, it could, but we are talking about the bearish scenario. If it becomes a leading diagonal, we already have the bullish scenario to cater for that, right? Because if this become a leading scenario, it would eventually go above this, right? So this is the bearish scenario. If this level is hit 24,982 before it goes above this, then that might mean that we still remain in this bearish mode, and the price could keep falling. So for Monday, we need to closely watch for these 2 levels, and till that point of time, it's better to just stay away and just kind of see what's happening, right? So on the upside, we need to see 25,222.4 for further bullishness, and on the downside we need to watch for 24,982. That should kind of help us set a bias for the coming week, and during the week, if anything changes, then obviously we will during this daily analysis we will cover that part. So I guess that's all, and we just need to wait and see what happens next week, and have a great weekend. We'll see you on Monday. Thank you.